What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another full-on review
with Way Brothers.
Today we're talking about, as you can tell, Everdell. This is a worker placement game with a friendly woodland creatures theme.
Yes, a twist.
Yeah, if you will. Sure. And it's both a board and card game.
So many board games are these days.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So let's get right into the pros here.
Yeah. Right.
The first thing I like about this game is the fact that it has cards because there's so many. Yes. There's different types of cards. You got your main deck of cards, which there's a ton. There's a ton of cards in that deck. A ton of different. I mean, there's some repeats, but there's a ton of different ones that do a bunch of different stuff, like a lot of different stuff.
I think there's like 4 copies of each common card, and then maybe like 2 of the unique cards. But there's a lot. This deck is like
there's a lot of cards. I don't know what the exact count is. A lot.
It
actually
exact
says that,
count
it
is
says
a
that
lot
on the board.
Yeah.
It's like there are exactly a lot of cards. And there's that, but then you have your long-term goals. There's a bunch of those, and then you have different cards on the side of the board that rotate depending on the game, and there's a bunch of options for those, and some of those are pretty cool. So there's a lot of variability, which I like. I always like variability.
A worker placement game with variable action spaces, that is a unique idea. So thank you, Starling
kind
Games.
Of unique idea.
It's a unique idea, and I appreciate it.
It's not it's not rare.
Shut up! It's cool. I haven't played a game
it's good.
with that yet.
It's good.
Yes.
We can agree on that. It's definitely good.
No. It is great.
And every worker placement game should do it.
Yes.
I would say.
Not every worker placement game.
I would say.
I think games need to stay in their lane. Like viticulture, it is awesome the way it is. It doesn't need to change.
But would it be? Oh, well, then let me just take your Tuscany expansion.
No, that's I was implying the Tuscany expansion, man.
But I mean, all right, we don't need a debate.
Evidently, we do. Yeah.
Okay. Also, I like the overall design, the look, and the art is great. The art is really good on this. It's very cute, but it has almost like a serious undertone, almost a grim undertone.
I mean, there's a dungeon.
Yeah, there's a dungeon.
And ruins.
And it just, a lot of the cards are kind of dark. And, I mean, a lot of them aren't, but I don't know, it's interesting. And just deep. The art is good. The art is good. They didn't spare any expense.
It's very immersive. It's an art style, and the overall design of the game is very immersive.
Definitely.
Which is pretty awesome.
And then I also really like the resources. As you can kind of see down here, they're all different and not just like different resources. Like you have the berries, which are like a squishy,
it's like a
rubbery
kind of
berry, and then you have the plastic logs, which kind of have their own little texture, and then the little glossy pebbles, and then like the glassy plastic resin. Like they're all very unique. They're not just like different colored cubes. You know,
we've really moved up from different colored cubes.
We really have.
Welcome to the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen, where your resources are defined by coolness and not cubeness.
Yes, and also some cool textures.
Yes.
And then there's just some unique. I would say another pro to this game would just be unique aspects in general. One thing I really like is that pretty much all of the cards, you have characters and you have locations, and a lot of them will be paired with one another. So if you play a location first, you can play the associated character for free.
Yeah,
which is really cool and really good in this game because you don't have a lot of turns. You don't have very many resources, so when you get those pairs, it's really nice because like, oh, I get to play free card. That's huge, and it really is huge in this game.
It's one of the primary ways of doing well and getting points because in a game where you have a set number of seasons, a set number of workers, you're going to run out of things, and getting resources in this game is kind of hard.
Really,
it kind of hurts. So
it feels like you're not getting a bang for buck because there's so few workers. Like you said, you only place a worker 15 times.
Exactly, 15 times. Unless you have, I think it's the ranger who does a thing, but ignore that. 15 times.
And some of those are like you get 1 resin and a card.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 resin, or like so. It can be like very painful.
Yeah.
Like I have to waste a worker because I need that.
Yeah.
So.
It's delightfully balanced, I would say.
Yeah. It's definitely a very well balanced.
What's Vision say? Dreadfully well balanced is what Vision says to Thor.
Yeah.
It's important.
What I also like about this is that it's a very card heavy worker placement game, which I haven't really seen before. I haven't played a ton of worker placement games, but this one, like, it's really a card game with some other, like, some spots on the board, but it feels like more of a card game than it does a board game. And then I also like how you get workers. You don't buy them. There's no, like, funky way. It's not optional. You just, at the end of every season you get another worker, and then at the last season you get 2 workers.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
progressive.
Just, everyone gets the same amount. Take it or leave it. I think it's pretty cool. It's unique. Let's talk cons.
Let's talk cons. There aren't very many for this game, but the cons that exist, they will frustrate you. I've been betrayed by Z from the Dice Tower because I watched the video of him reviewing this game, and he said of this very tree that it is simple to take down and build. And it's not. I mean, I can do it. It's like it's not.
You can do it.
It doesn't take too long, but man, it's frustrating, and I don't want to do that every time I play this game. So you want to know what I do? I leave the tree set up on top of the game box.
It's not just frustrating, but like, look, like the top of the tree is already starting to
It's
fray.
already-
The sides
yeah,
are starting
yeah.
from just doing it a few
Because you have
times.
to slide the
Yeah.
pieces on, and they're really close, and
It's a cool novelty thing,
It is.
but it's also annoying.
It's very annoying.
Especially for people who have tons of board games. It's not like they're just going to leave that set up. They don't have the space to just leave that laying around.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to go back. in the
Or
box.
if you have kids that are going to run around
Yeah.
and rip that into pieces, yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
So it's convenient for me to leave it up, but if it's not, man, you're going to hate that tree as much as you love it.
Also,
It
Cody,
hurts.
I feel like you have some sort of unresolved trauma with this game that you almost struggle to put into words.
I don't know if we'd go to the extent of calling it trauma.
I feel like 10 years down the road, when you're inevitably like sitting with a therapist, this might have something to do with it. Like just under the layers, like
I think you're reading too much into this, but I'll let you know 10 years from now if that's the case. But it's just something about the game. I love it so much, but when I get to the end of the game, I don't feel like fulfilled. It's like I get however many points I get, but I'm like, man, I feel like I could have gotten more points somehow. But I'm not really sure because like I tried my best. I tried my best to balance the workers and the cards and having like low value cards to get you resources in the beginning of the game, but also having enough cards that are worth more points, so they're worth more in the end. And it's hard.
I mean, you got 66, you said. That's like your high score, right? 66?
I got 66.
That feels
yeah.
to me like a pretty good score. I mean, I've only played this game a few times, but
okay.
66 I think is pretty dang good.
Maybe the issue is that we just don't really know what to compare game scores to in this, since we've only played a little bit with
Maybe
each
the
other.
issue is that this isn't a con with the game, it's a con with you, Cody.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the problem. We're going to take that con down, and we're just going to put Cody as one of the cons.
I am what's wrong with this game.
Well, that pretty much
So,
sums it up.
yeah.
Overall, the pros are definitely outweighing the cons on
Definitely.
this game.
This is one of my top 10 favorite games.
If one of the major cons is this, like that's not bad.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Mechanically, the game is very, very sound. It's very well balanced. And I would almost like disagree with you on like how you feel at the end. Like, I like that feeling at the end. Like, okay, I know I could have done better. How do I do better? You know, like, I feel like I get the same feeling you get.
Okay.
Where you're just like it feels unresolved and you're like a little bit angry and frustrated.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but for me, that's like okay, I'm gonna do even better next time. You know, so I don't know.
And that's why I keep playing the game. So the thing I hate about the game just keeps me playing it. So read into that what you will.
But it's a good game, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
This is going off the rails.
Anyway,
Thanks for watching another review. We really like doing these. They're a lot of fun. We like talking about games that we like. So
And
thanks for
games
watching.
that we don't like.
And games we don't like. So check out our other videos. We got lots of Should I Buys, lots of reviews, lots of unboxings, even some soundtracks.
oh yeah.
So just watch some more Way Brothers videos. Way, of course, standing forward.
Where angels exalt.
See you. What's up, fellow fans of Tom Hardy? Oh, wait, this isn't the Tom Hardy YouTube channel.
Wrong channel, man. Try that again. Give it another go.
What's up, Tom Hardy? Oh, he doesn't watch our channel.
Yeah, he does, man. I talked to him last week.
He's one of our 50 subscribers.
Thank you, Tom Hardy, for watching and supporting this channel from the get-go. We appreciate you.